Today, gonna be doing some more firewood. We got the other day in the rain, Dad and I cut down a couple trees, so I took a time lapse of that. But I will, today we're gonna cut those up and split them. So I'm gonna try to take a couple time lapses of us doing all that. I was gonna sharpen the chainsaw, but Dad decided to go out before me, I guess, and get ahead of me. So he just drove out with the Ranger, so now I don't have the chainsaw to sharpen. So I suppose I'm not doing that. But yeah, so today is, I need to know the dates better. I gotta figure this out. 13th of April. So we're 13 days into this Sap House build. I don't know if anyone else remembers, but the 1st of April is when I started breaking land, or breaking ground, whatever you want to call it. I took that tree down. So now it's the 13th and we are just churning along. Alrighty, we are out here cutting down the last 2 trees before prep work starts. So Dad's up cutting them. I'll kind of show you what he's doing. He's making his notch there. That's making it so he knows what direction the tree's gonna fall. This tree you can see is leaning pretty hard, so it's gonna fall that way, but still want to make that notch so that way it doesn't pinch your saw. And if you don't make that notch, sometimes when you cut it, the back half will split off. They call that barber chairing, and then if that hits you, it'll pick you right up and throw you. There's a lot of pressure there, so you want to make that notch for safety. So he got his notch out. Now he's going to do a back cut. There she goes. Timber! Rip. One more. This one is a little bit more precarious. Leaning more that way. You want him to go that way. See what kind of skill he's got. He's decided to send it right straight that way. See, that's where it goes. Oh yeah. So that's the last 2 trees down for here. Guess that one needed to go too. But that's the last 2 big trees down, so Now we gotta clean these up, and then we're ready to start measuring out where the sap house is gonna be and actually getting a plan ready. So he's gotta go lemon now. Get to it.
That's it.
Yeah?
That's it for trees that are coming down.
I was thinking you were gonna send it more that way.
Why?
You went for that way.
Well, see, I wanted to separate them.
Yeah.
That way the limbs aren't all together. It takes more to pick them up.
But these two are together.
Well, it's because those two grew together, see?
Is that what they say?
They wanted to live there.
Nope, now they're dead. That way. So, what else is coming out?
That's it.
What about that crooked one there?
That looks nice.
Okay.
Maybe some there, but that's down the road. That maple's...
These three are dead. One, bang, pow, pow.
Yeah. They might bang pow that way when we're done with this project.
I'm not so sure.
What about this one? This one's still alive. Sure it is.
Kinda, sorta, maybe.
Not a lot.
How's the project going so far?
We made a mess.
No, I made a mess.
It's getting better. It's gotta get worse before it can get better.
Right.
But evaporator, finishing pan bottler.
Oh yeah, we haven't even shown them that yet.
And Sap House ordered.
There you go.
We're checking a lot of stuff off the list.
The Sap House will look pretty sweet. I'm really excited to show you guys that. We got some cool colors in. I don't want to spoil anything. We will wait until it debuts. But that's about 5 weeks out. So that's when we'll be able to show you the Sap House. And hopefully I'm here when they deliver it so I can show you the video. Oh, gonna clean my mess up here. But yeah, so we'll show you the evaporator and what we got, the new pipes. And then kids these days. And then I'll show you the little adapter thing we got for the finish pan. Trying to know if you guys have seen that yet, so I'll try to add that at the end of this video. But
hey,
what
did this?
Let's take a look here. Oh, probably the woodpecker that I called the wrong name last video, or the tapping video.
You got mixed up with a yellow-bellied sapsucker.
No, that's not even
and a
one.
red-headed woodpecker.
That's not even one.
Yeah, it is.
A sapsucker?
Yeah, they suck the sap.
So what did this one?
Probably a yellow-bellied sapsucker.
I didn't know those existed. But the one that has the red furry head, that's the
Woody
woodpecker?
Yeah.
What's the actual name?
That's a pileated.
Pileated. I think you're pronouncing it wrong. You saving that? You saving that limber? Okay, good.
Why don't you grab a saw and...
Oh, I gotta help?
Maybe.
Oh, I gotta work.
Some limb.
I guess I'll help. So we now have got this, so it just goes right into here. I think I've mentioned this before, but we got this evaporator at an auction. Well, the people we got it from, they used to have it so this end right here was in that corner, so this pan was spun right around. Well, then it would go from that back corner, you know, down along the back here and into this one. Well, they had a wicked long pipe there. We're like, we don't want to do that. So we got this stainless steel pipe here, so now it just goes into there instead of having to go down the whole length. So that was something we just got. So this is kind of how it'll be set up. So the sap will go in this float box here. Yeah, go in here, and then it has to come in the evaporator here. Well, then it's got to go through all these and through this hole to then flow into this pan or into this float box, and then it has to go down along to get drawn out over there. So that's kind of how it's going to work. But yeah, so we got that, a couple valves so we can get the setup for the drain, the draw valve on the other side. We got to get this soldered back on. We ended up breaking that off. Our good buddy John Eck did that for us. He broke this right out of there, so that's all right. So we got to have that soldered back on. We got a nipple to go in there and a valve, so that's good. And then we also went down and we got a couple things for our finish boiler. So I will take you down and show you that setup. It's gonna be pretty sweet. My late Aunt Madeline, my grandfather Harrington's oldest sister, when she passed away, when she was even moving out of her house, we went through, cleaned out her house and stuff to get ready to sell it. Well, there was an old stove in there. We wanted to keep it in the family, so we took it. Our idea was to use it as a cannon stove, but we haven't used it for that, so we're gonna use it as a syrup stove. So I'll show you how we're gonna do that. So I know it's bad lighting down here, and I apologize about that, but this is our cannon setup. So this is the old stove I was talking about, and this is our finish pan. So our thermometer here, this thermometer is 0 to 250 degrees. I don't know if you can see that, but the one that's going to be in the evaporator is going to be a 0 to 50. So because syrup is 7 degrees above the boiling point of water, so every day we'll boil that thermometer, and then when it's at 0, 7 degrees above is syrup. So I'll show you that when we get it set up. But this is our little draw off setup. So you're gonna be able to put your jug under here and then just flip that and put syrup in the jugs. So it'll be perfect. But this is made to screw right into here, but I ended up having to get this nipple and this coupling so that way it sticks farther out, because I think without doing that it wasn't gonna be able to fit. Like, you won't be able to put a gallon jug under there or whatever. So I think this stove's gonna work out perfect. We haven't really figured out if we're gonna put it, like it is now or this way on the stove, but it's gonna be perfect. So we're gonna use this. It's got the oven on there, so we'll be able to cook food in the Sap House and warm water up for testing thermometers and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a pretty sweet setup. I'm looking excited. But yeah, so as Dad mentioned, we ordered the Sap House, went there and ordered it yesterday. So that should be here in 5 weeks, and then we'll have that delivered, and then we'll be able to start setting that up. So that's super exciting. But I think I'm gonna be headed to Connecticut for a job. So probably mid-May I'm gonna be headed down there. So I might be turning the camera over there, Corey James. So I think the comedy factor is gonna go up, but I don't know how he'll do. We're gonna try to get a video every week, but because hopefully the Sap House is delivered before I leave, and then he can just take clips of when he's setting up and stuff. But obviously it's gonna be a little slower time because there's not much going on. But hopefully he could take some video clips and stuff and then send them to me, and I'll edit it up, and it'll be kind of cool. But yeah, so this is gonna be all for today. We're super excited for all this stuff coming, for what's coming in the future. But thanks for watching, and hopefully next video we'll have the excavator and we'll doing some actual site work digging, so that'll be pretty cool. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.